if they end up being too physical with him on that one.
And so he hits both. Mavericks leading by 6. Passes it to Finney Smith. Here's Big Daddy.
Common foods that you're probably eating right now that are doing that exact thing, causing you to feel low energy and fatigue, low libido, increased fat gain. You can't put on any muscle, and so all these things are just happening from eating foods that you could easily cut out of your diet. And when I did this, because I tried it for 30 days, my results have gone through the roof. And so I made a free video presentation to show you what these 4 foods are, and also to show you.
And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
And Hayes kicks to Ingram for the 3. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Singas passes to Hardaway. To the left wing. Here's Big Daddy. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Redick. And, yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim.
Keeping that mid-range area alive. Redick is fantastic at realizing when to shoot from that spot.
And the Mavericks call time here. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. And that speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that one.
That free throw good from Big Daddy.
Number 34. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis and get away from the sloppy fouls.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. He said if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
Simply a sharpshooter. When Redick gets a good look, it's game over.
Hayes with the steal. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter. Swiped away. Dallas, no good that time either. Pelicans trail by 3.
Looks like I made it back after my screen had to reset. OBS sucks. I don't know why it keeps dropping frames apparently.
Redick's got 9 points in the quarter.
One of the purest shots in NBA history. Redick's a guy you can count on in crunch time.
Pass to Hardaway. Here's Finney Smith. Now the pass to Big Daddy. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway against Williamson. Pass to Redick. Hayes trying to break free.
Got it! And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
It counts.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Big Daddy. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
It's gonna be a close one.
They trail by 1. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
Let's hear it for your champion.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for another. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
You supposed to be my father, bro. I need answers. We don't need to die young, we just need chances. Tired of living on the edge, so we keep scrambling. Try to talk to these strippers, but they keep dancing. We just want to be number one, like Steve. Everywhere I turn, I'm seeing MCs vanish. A lot of good niggas gone, I don't understand it. A lot of families lost and they seeds stranded. I ain't trying to disrespect you, I just need answers. I know you watching us from heaven, thinking who to save. Cherry picking who should go next and who should stay. I'd be on my way to heaven if I knew the way. And bring back every good nigga you choose to take. They say you never wrong, but you done made a few mistakes. Cause you taking the wrong niggas, maybe you should trade. Trade us back all the real ones, remove the fakes. I think you should trade. Give us 2 pop back and take that nigga shook. Let the legend resurrect and he gon' live for good. I've been screaming thug life in every different hood. If only you can bring it back, Lord, I wish you would. Give us Biggie, give us Michael Jackson back. And then slam it down. Ain't no justice for Sandra Bland. We up like a sailing fan. Lord, if you listen, I'm just looking for a hand in hand. Take out the fuck niggas and give us back our fam again. Drowning in my tears, trying to pray.
Bring it in, everyone.
Wonder why you give us life for you to take it.
Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, Steve Nash. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today. So let's put in a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. We're getting very little production out of these fast break opportunities. So we're going to work on that. All right, let's work on moving the ball quickly in transition.
Like Simon says, I pray you give us back the real ones and try again. Or maybe take them niggas that deserve to die instead. Tommy Lauren run her mouth and then she get defensive. Lauren Ingram laughing at death and disrespecting. I really feel like you should teach them stupid hoes a lesson. Either that or give us back somebody who deserved the blessings. I left out a bunch of names that I forgot to mention. Cost too much to pay attention and it got expensive. Father, forgive me for I know not what I do, and now I'm reaching out to you, hoping you hear me and return the message. I know that you got a back and that you're not against us. Or maybe you just love it, so you doing shit to test us. I just kinda thought that you
Damn
would
slow.
protect us. They say the good die young, and I ain't on the guest list. I've been drinking, Lord, forgive me as my blood racing. I don't know what I'm thinking, I'm just frustrated. I don't mean to question you, I'm just confused. I don't know what else to do. I've been patient and it sucks waiting. Took my mans from me, that forever hurts. But put the blame on you, that'll never work. I know this ain't your fault, it's the devil's work. Devil's work.
Hey.
First entry, psychology 101. Dysfunctional. Yeah, but you bring me nothing
Okay.
stupid. If you don't want me to lose it, step back. If you don't want me to attack, I'm a beast, better give me the deuces. I have no tolerance for nonsense, get away from me. We wanna get dollars, don't wanna holler, but you make it. You know you're the problem, please don't waste
That just
back in the day, most people forsaken me. Lottie-dottie, I'm at the party. On a drunk night, what might do is try to pick a fight because he's sorry. Gotti like I because he sloppy, not me, costly, rocks be spicy. But he don't know get shit surrounded by my soldiers. And they be locked and loaded when exploded, you can't hold us. And we don't got no scruples, we did come to fight to shoot you. Busters better be neutral, they lose because we cuckoo. Listen, they call me genius, I run the show. Women should be on my penis, it's wonderful.
Ooh. Yeah, OBS is having a few issues today, but well, on it right now, I think. Bad, but I don't. Close. Give it to me. Every shot because I'm so close to that shooting badge, I don't even care. I hit like 2, I'm gonna get it probably. Whoa, that was pulled me around everywhere that time. Hey. Oh, what's up everyone hanging out? I've been here with me. Ever pass me the ball at the right time? Or every like when I pass it when I'm. Oh well. Movement and animations. What is going on?
Cardio burns fat, right? No. Cardio actually burns calories, usually in the form of carbs in the bloodstream that are taken place with the very next meal that you're going to store as more fat. This is why when you even eat low-calorie foods or run for an hour a day, it seems like you get softer, but you don't actually lose weight. There is a simple way to completely transform your physique life. Hugh Jackman did. Hugh isn't the only one to get shredded seemingly overnight. Chris Pratt went from the chubby, lovable athlete on Parks and Rec to the cover of Men's Fitness sporting a killer pose. Christian Bale starved himself to skin and bone for a role just weeks before rapidly bulking up and building himself into Batman. So, how does Jack do it? It's gotta be steroids. Designer foods that the rest of us don't have access to, right? Actually, no. The truth is that Hollywood's elite actors can get ripped while adding 12, 15, even 20 pounds of muscle in just a few weeks. They follow a long forgotten and suppressed by the fitness industry secret that was used for generations of bodybuilders and athletes before steroids were even invented. So according to studies, there's one food that can raise your overall testosterone levels by 52% and overall sexual health by 78%. I'm going to say probably not, because until a couple of years ago, I had never heard of this food. It's got a super weird name, but what's cool is that you can literally start eating this right here today to reclaim your masculinity, to get higher energy levels, raise your libido again, start burning fat again, start building real muscle again, and actually start feeling good. If you take a testosterone supplement and testosterone levels, nothing's going to happen. Why? Because there's another hormone in your body that destroys testosterone, and there's 4 hormones that you're eating right now that are doing that exact thing, causing you to feel low energy and fatigue, low libido, increased fat gain. Next time, man.
Now that we're done, get out there and put him some shots.
When I did this, I tried it for 30 days. So I made a free video presentation to show you what these 4 foods are, and also to show you 4 foods that you can eat instead of these, so that you can really start feeling good and feeling alive. So if you want to check it out, hit that link below while you still can.
Alright, got my badge. Well, yeah.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
We're actually trying to go home, so if you don't mind, I need to go like that way.
Drive home. What? The party just started. What? Midnight? I ain't even got a clock on me. I can just tell it's midnight. No, we're right over here.
Yeah, I think I don't know.
To be honest, we all trying to chill, you know, have a good time. I think y'all should back it up.
Yeah,
That's my
good.
girlfriend.
Hell nah. Girlfriend.
No, don't worry about that. No, look at this. Look at that.
No, this is it's not like girlfriend, like you know, it's like girlfriend. Like that's my. The thing is that I really gotta go that way.
Why are you
Like, I
even
gotta
talking
go
to them? Like,
Because
yo, just
if
run
I-
these niggas over.
I'm sorry.
They're in my way. 'Cause look, to be honest, the same way so am I. So
Can you get the fuck out of my way, bro? Really? No, yes, we're gay. Like gay. Like
Let's see if you guys are really gay. When did you decide that you're really gay? You're not sure.
yeah.
Nah, I mean you're never sure. All the way sure. Come on.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Y'all just sit in the car. I mean, we got a whole. I got drinks.
Dicen que ellos no me creen que tan bonita y quito novia. Esta chula mami tumba todo, hagan memoria. Tengo barras y dinero, tengo lo que quiero. Soy la pinche mera y hasta el puto mero.
Guys, if I can get another badge before. Eh.
Tu novia me odia porque pilla se te cae la baba. Anda, déjale saber que es cosa rara. Que se me antoje un cuerno, pero de que es la empanada. Quiere más, ya, dale más, se te va. Quiere más, ya, dale más, o se te va. Look, I'm a big money spender and I make it quite fast. Cold drinks, hot beaches, and some white sand. Want the privileged life like a fucking white man, but I'm a cute Mexicana with a butter like tan. Lighter on the nightstand, higher than a kite, man. I just live a life, man. I just being polite, man. I be acting like I'm not the shit, but cool as ice. And walk up in this bitch and they announce who I am. I know 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 65, 75. That's right, it ain't drinking if you got it, and I got your bitch right.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Strippers and body bags, zippers and violence and drugs. Poverty, a bunch of minorities die in the club. They say my music's making them lose it. I write it in blood. This is my music for all my people missing my music. Keep listening to it, and like I said, get a pistol and use it. Satan shot my homie, maintain with a missile and blew it for the industry, cause he was one of the truest. I don't know why they be pumping this something they be in the music when they be pumping this fucking.
3 more. Hi guys, this is so boring.
Back trade, all of the soldiers who got gone on that day. All my people sitting in
Here you go, Stu. If you're still there, this is my build. Have all these.
Yo, this is the 2KMC, here to give you all the neighborhood events in 2K21. For weekend action, get started with some basic training in boot camp. Limited to players with a 75 overall or under, with all games worth double rep. On Wednesday, hit the cages for some trampoline hoops and earn double rep. And Saturday, it's Rush 1v1. Get out there and get active.
All right, let's do it.
Welcome to a brand new episode.
Shout out to the 5 here with me.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight.
Don't
Seen from above.
Something I'm thinking about doing.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting
I can
edition
hit,
of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg
I'm
Anthony,
at 27
Clark
right
Kellogg,
now.
and David Aldridge.
Do like
reporting from the
2K giveaway or
sidelines.
some other
It's
game.
all yours.
I don't know
Kevin,
yet.
thanks very much. In this era of player
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. And checking out
I just let
Minnesota's
someone
opening
pick whatever
lineup.
game they want.
Malik Beasley out there with Russell.
Whoever would
Then
win
it's
too, and I
Johnson.
hit
Then there's
the-
Towns. And it's Culver in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, it'll be a real challenge to mesh.
No doubt, you know, getting everybody on the same page sometimes it can take time, and then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will obviously help you do that.
Big Daddy's checked in for Hardaway, and a change for the Timberwolves. Spellman's checked in.
So good to see young players have a feel for creating for others. And
Oh, that was-
Culver
how
flashes
did that happen?
potential as a real
Okay,
playmaker.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season,
Let's go.
right around 74%.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And it's DeLon Wright in for Trey Burke. Outside, Russell. Inside, here's Culver, and he uses the glass on the way.
That was my fault.
Culver's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Here's Big Daddy. Last game with 30 points. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot,
Yeah.
that's the way to do it.
Culver with it. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's holding by
Yeah, we
Porzingis.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
The shot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's 6 points for Big Daddy. And here's Russell. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Memphis, and that one is good.
Man, what a nice read. Boy, exquisite, perfect timing by D'Angelo off the pick and roll.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Russell. They get it again. Porzingis trying to get free, and that one good.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds.
So I can get that down.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Timberwolves also changing it up. Hernan Gomez is checked in, and Turner's subbed in for Culver. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the three ball, the long-range shooting.
Here's Okogie. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up, always active with his hands around the ball. Josh Okogie was born in Nigeria but moved to the U.S. with his family at 3 years of age, and he attended high school and college in Georgia. However, he does play for the Nigerian national team.
Dallas making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Both good from the line that time. Mavericks leading by 6. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Yep, that one goes. Big Daddy's got 8.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Here's Big Daddy. He's got 8. Takes the 13-footer, and it's good off the back rim and in. He's got 10.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
You know, D'Angelo Russell, to his credit, made the most of the move to Brooklyn. You know, he was dumped by the Lakers in 2017 in a trade to create cap space and ended up being selected to his first All-Star game in 19.
And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Oh, I forgot.
And catching up with Karl Anthony Towns, he talked about what this team needs to improve upon to get to the next level.
All year we've talked about the message of discipline. Sometimes our discipline gets away from us, and I think that's what happens on our defensive end, you know, that our discipline lacks. And we're starting playing free basketball, and it's not team basketball.
And Greg, of course, we've seen many teams having this issue.
The game is so fast-paced. Now, it's hard for guys to value each and every possession. That often leads to careless play at both ends.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Big Daddy is out there with J.J. Barea. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Bogdanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. That one is no good. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Here's Russell, and the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
And, you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games with his scoring.
And taken away by Johnson. Beasley against Cauley Stein. There's Russell with the 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
The shot's good from Big Daddy.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
I hate it.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Burke comes in for J.J. Barea. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Beasley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
Beasley hits them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Outside Hardaway. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Big Daddy.
That went straight out there, but I still made it. I'll take it.
Big Daddy's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And Big Daddy picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Minnesota making a switch here. Culver's checked in. Pass to Beasley. Shoots it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
When defending Beasley, you've got to get up on him. I mean, he's lethal as a catch-and-shoot guy.
And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
Wind up a little hitch in his giddy up and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
Turner looking around.
Green, my takeover.
Shoots over Burke. The shot by Turner no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Beasley outside. Here's Culver. No good that time. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Another 3 for Dallas.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Pass to Beasley. Turner with it. over Cauley Stein. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Dallas calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach
So it's Dallas in complete command. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Big Daddy.
no problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Checking out the group now for Ryan Saunders to start the second half. We've got Culver. James Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Okogie in at the point. The Timberwolves shooting at a third. Look for Dallas. Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. And Big Daddy subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Minnesota also with the sub. Turner's checked in. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Burke. Back to Hardaway. Here's Big Daddy. Now Towns. He's got 6. Turner with it. Out evented by Cauley Stein. Here's Culver. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
The pass to Big Daddy. Takes a 3. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Now here's Culver. Not a lot of room. Beasley outside. Clock at 6. He can't hit that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Culver. From down in the low post, it goes. Yes, Culver's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice little display of trickery that time from Culver. Perfect use of the floater.
Cauley Stein. And he banks in the layup.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Culver. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Beasley shooting
Damn it,
foul.
that was on me.
As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Culver passes to Towns, kicks to Culver. Three-pointer. But they recover it. Hernan Gomez against Wright. Pass to Spellman.
2 minutes left.
They get it back.
Ow.
And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, the energy, the hustle, the length and reach, Towns using it all to perfection when he attacks the offensive glass.
The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Well, he can really punish you inside. I mean, Towns has the size and the moves, which make him hard to handle in and around the paint.
Marjanovic kicks to right. Here's Big Daddy. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And you talk post up, face up, you name it. Karl Anthony Towns gets it done.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's really molded that versatility into his game. I mean, he can pass it, drive it, shoot. You remember he won the skills challenge back in 2016. I mean, he's a 7-footer for sure, but he's got guard skills too.
Beasley, the pass to Towns. Shoots from the line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 12 points for him.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Big Daddy, and Culver pulls it down. Culver's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Beasley for 3, drills it from outside.
You know, with his ability to space the floor, Beasley adds a strong dimension to his team's offense.
Here's Big Daddy. Minnesota with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating
don't want
in
to let
that
me make
medium
anything.
range area.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Okogie, guarded by Barea. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Down low, here's Towns. No good, shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. From deep, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Dallas, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic is checked in, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Dwight Powell. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Dallas.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. They've got J.J. Barea, also Big Daddy out there. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Minnesota's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket, didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustments tonight against the Timberwolves.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, Just a monster game for Big Daddy.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Big Daddy. The shot, no good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
They be wanting to be on somebody's stream. No, I'm good. I'm just waiting on my food, honestly. That's what I was waiting on anyway. But it's like if you shot back, they would try to kill you every day. Where Hayes at? I don't even know. I just got here. What happened in the restaurant? These niggas in marshmallow suits came in here trying to fucking shoot at me and shit. Nigga was in a white was shooting at me. I don't know who it was, but yeah. I don't know how the door keep getting locked. Was you in the marshmallow suit? Not you, Pancakes. I'm talking to this nigga in the yellow. I'm close. I ain't got nothing. When I figure out who it was, I'm popping the ass. I don't trust nobody. Oh, hey, you wanna order?
Good game last night.
It'll be $40.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
What's his name? Yes. It's Pockets 278. Are you want me to start calling you Bam? Yeah. Okay. I don't like this new character. I want you to go back to the old one, but okay. I got you, sweetie. You said that the other day. I don't care. I don't trust none of y'all, to be honest. Because none of y'all shot at him anyway. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you got a gun. So you out here lacking? You out here lacking? This nigga in the black. You out here lacking? You out here lacking? You told me to shoot you, I shot you, bitch. Mama, bitch. I don't care, bitch. Go ask about my store, bitch. Don't care. Bye.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Don't have to get fucking shot, bitch. It was him. I know it was him. It was all them niggas. Not him acting like he was gonna help you. Right. The fuck, bitch. Don't touch me. Niggas only doing this shit when I'm by myself.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
replaced with the very next meal that you've eaten stored as more fat. This is why when you even eat low-calorie foods or run for an hour a day, it seems like you get softer, but you don't wait. There is a simple way to completely transform your physique like Hugh Jackman did for the Wolverine movie. Hugh isn't the only one to get shredded seemingly. Chris Pratt.
You show some upside, but you still gotta step it up.
I can still play.
Just like your old man. Played through it all.
Oh my!
Good story.
I know all the stories offense.
I'm so excited to welcome you to the 2K family, Michael K. Williams.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Now it's ended out.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Their backcourt, Ball and Reddick. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with... Daddy's checked in for Dallas. New Orleans also making some changes. Okafor is checked in for Favors. And it's Josh Hart in for J.J. Redick. No good from Big Daddy.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And that one, good.
Wow. I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Here's Big Daddy. He's covered by Ball.
What I wanted to do.
They get it back for Zingis. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Passes to Okafor. Kicks to Ingram. Fires the 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
To the inside, stolen by Ball.
Oh, I got so stuck there.
To the middle, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and a change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
And that one's good, Williamson.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Barea subbed in for Hardaway. Moore passes to him. And the layup's good off the glass. Ingram's got 13.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Hart the pass to Mellon, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
The shot's good.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Here's Moore, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
That free throw good from Barea. Pelicans leading by 8. We've got 28 seconds left in the first. Moore outside. The pass to Melly. 5 on the clock. Here's Ingram. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
No good from Big Daddy. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end.
Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. And the basket is good.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Pass to Hart. To the paint. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Hardaway against Ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Lonzo can score. He drives like that with intent.
Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Passes it to Big Daddy. Now here is Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. And the pass to Big Daddy. Okafor grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Hart, that's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Here's Big Daddy. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pelicans leading by 20. 1:19 left now here in the second. Okafor finds Ingram. Back to Okafor. Porzingis with the steal. Right wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one, Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 22 is their biggest lead. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Mavericks trail by 18. Here's Hardaway, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic is checked in, and it's delivered right in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah.
Pelicans leading by 16. Ball feeling it out a bit.
No.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Hardaway for 3. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's in there.
in the church, young man. Now they ain't about to think you a rebel, you about to make them think you're birthed from flames. La 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 dee da da. Wanna be on TV just to show out for me, mama. But breaking into colored houses at me, then it's a bitch when you're sick like this. Putting all the face paint I can put on, put my black jeans and black hood on. That's your TV I just stood on. With a faded habit, this brother swerves when I sip vodka. I'm the latest rabbit, in other words, I'm a hip hopper. You disc jockers never played me, you said my shit stopped ya. 2001 I mixed opera, now every clip's got the sick cocker with lots of ripping about the hips utter. Listen to this quick chopper, flipping it proper with the spirit of pocket big papa. Yeah, this for your motherfucking rap quotes. My shit is surprising and shocking like Barack votes. The trap's broke when I rap with Tunchi and Stacks, though. OG Mug said I'm gonna be the first rapper to cross over to black folks. Yeah, I'm breaking into colored houses, polo boots and hella dark colored outfits. Yeah, I'm breaking into colored houses. Fellas better put a chastity belt on your spouses. Cause it don't suck to be this rich. If you not fucking with me, brethren, you can suck upon this dick. Man, I did how we get it where I live. Somebody better call 911. I'm breaking in these niggas' crib. Yeah, we out here working. One thing for sure, two things for certain, I'm for real. Somebody better call 911. I'm breaking in these niggas'.
Bulls got 9.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Here's Porzingis. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Ingram just letting it rip right now on the offensive end.
Yeah.
Outside Hardaway, Big Daddy, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And so it's New Orleans with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Rick.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Greg, I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to effecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. So the Pelican 5 right now. They're back, Ball and Reddick. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jahlil Okafor. And it's Melly in at the small forward. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans. The Mavericks have been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far.
The one thing about Willie Cauley-Stein is you don't really use the word length with him. You talk about his mobility and just how athletic as a big he could be. That activity can be disruptive to any team they're playing against.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis. You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you are involved in more facets of the game.
What?
Pelicans leading by 15. Right with the double team. Ball, the pass to Hayes. Here's Redick. Tries it from 9. The rebound by Big Daddy.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Hey. Gotta score.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. 22 is their biggest lead. Back to Hayes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones and his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs a center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
Out to the right wing. Here's Big Daddy. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 12 points for Big Daddy.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Ball, the pass to Okafor. He kicks to Ingram. Redick is in the corner. Sinks the triple. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Dallas moving it around. Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is kept back down to 13 points, and that one coming from Big Daddy.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Okafor dishes to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Okafor finds Hayes.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Ball, the pass to Okafor. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And stolen by Redick. Feeds it to Ball. An easy 2 points on the way. Ball's got 13.
Well, again, big guards, that helps out. And Ball using that to his advantage on the inside.
Cauley stop. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans ahead, leading by 14. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Trey Burke is out there with Big Daddy, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. That's the lineup out there. Okafor finds Hayes. Back to Okafor. Knocked loose. Hardaway with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. It's tipped, and he recovers it.
He's a decent scorer, and Hardaway can get it going, so he draws defenders' attention and gets the call that time.
That free throw good from Hardaway. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Ball comes in for Derek Favors. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
That's to Porzingis. To the inside. No good from Big Daddy. Pelicans leading by 13. Floats it up for Williamson.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
No good from Big Daddy.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Belly. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for New Orleans.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Zion Williamson.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Ball, the pass to Williamson. Here's Redick. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The offensive rebound, and he makes that one.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
Outside, Redick. Back to ball. Williamson kicks the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Alonzo showing more and more he has the ability to stay consistent with that kind of shot.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Excellent edge.
day upon these delirious race of dummies. A serious way to come see Suspiria de Profundis, huh? Energy put in the universe, gonna double back and get active. So the fact is, if you Baptist, don't be gang in your rap shit. Already know you lied. When you ain't got it, gon' show. You lied. Heard Cap got a lot of dough. That ain't so. Ain't dope. Let it go. Already know.
Hey, what you working on? Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Thank you. Mr. Prosecutor, do you have any more questions at this time?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Good. Court is adjourned until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, and maybe by then we'll have a bit more order in this place.
Somebody told me money is shit. Money the root of evil, blessings and murder shit. I slay day at work is just I only got my check, but the ATM isn't working shit. Oh, there it goes. It's hot as hell. Punched in a pin code and grabbed $100 bill. I snatched it up and went back to my wheels. Hit up the plug and said, I know you got some bud. I need that with some pills. Meet me outside the gas station on Park Ave. I'll be waiting to put the cash in the glove compartment as I sat waiting. Damn. Yo, where this nigga at? About to light a cigarette. Well, oh, there he go. Open up the glove compartment. Take the lights. Come around the driver's side and act normal. Like making a transaction. Take that. I dapped him up and got the sliding. He crinkled it up, walked off, then put it in his pocket. Off to the strip club for some drinks and some
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Pocket, uncrinkled the corners. Stage side watching this one bitch shaking and twirling. Busted it open all exotic and maybe she foreign. She making eye contact. She got on eye contacts. She see that Benjamin Frank. She keep her eyes on that. She's thinking I want that. He takes a sip from his glass. She bent over. He slapped her ass and put some ones in her crack. He whispered in her ear, how long are you here? Tell me you single. Oh, you got a man? Fuck, I don't care. Tell him I'm queer. Say my name is Susan in your contacts. And fuck your relationship. I ain't worried about that. Can I use that red marker, sir? Let me write my number on this 100 for you. Make sure you hit me up when your boyfriend can't do nothing for you. 508-507-2201. She got home and opened the purse soon as she gets in the door. Counting the dollars, smoking tree while she sit on the floor. I don't think she like how this shit make her feel. But you gotta do what you gotta do when it's time for paying bills. For real. She wanna get high now. Grabbed the Benjamin off the floor. She feeling alive now. Few grams of coke on the table. That's the right now. She rolled 100 up and stuck it up her nose like. That's what you call heaven's door. That's what you call Snow White. The white without 7 dwarfs. She threw 100 back in the purse and headed down to the store. She need a blunt for the gas. She need the gas for the Ford. She need an egg and some dill. She need a cheese and some milk. She need a change. What number is that? I said, what number is that on the bill? What is that? Yeah, it's red. It's like the phone number. What is this? Don't you make no register. I know you don't need my hurry the fuck up, look. So let me repeat myself. Give me the cash, follow instructions, don't be fucking moving. I hate to kill you over something stupid. Now hand me the bread and place your hands on top of your head. Take my tough advice. Turn around and count to 100 if you love your life.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Keep it 100. Yeah, keep it 100. 100. Keep it 100. Yo, somebody told me
get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Overall too. Yeah, I know the shirt's yellow, so it makes me kind of like a ghost. How you doing, Face? Okay. I gotta go to work soon. I was trying to get a few more badges today before that happened. Right. It's only 3 hours from 3 to 6, but okay, gotta get what money I can. Yeah, I've gotten 3 badges today, 2 shooting and 1 defense. Maxing out my points, yeah. I'm in 88 now. I got another time. Game. Hoping that I'll get to be put on the starting lineup soon.
You play Archie. Can you tell us a little bit about his character?
Archie was good friends with Junior's father, who was played by another good homie of mine, Jesse Williams. What are you about? The father had all of the skills and was ready to go pro and to reach that next level, but his demons stopped.
I'll probably be able to hit it today too.
And he's deceased now, and I see his son rising to the occasion. So I seized the moment and I kind of injected myself in the son's life.
Archie Baldwin, Dad and I were teammates. Boy, he loved you. Talked about you all the time.
While I was watching you in there, you were speaking a little bit of Portuguese?
One of the opening scenes, he takes him out to eat a lot at one of the restaurants is a Portuguese restaurant where I greet the waitress in Portuguese.
Como é isso?
Ay.
Yeah. This time I'm working with this kid.
Hoping I'll get there. I'll be 90 soon.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. And with Tip.
Hey, Kevin.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. Now Sacramento starting 5. That's at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Harrison Barnes is out there with Parker. And it's Bagley. Should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys
Hey,
on
the
that
defensive
roster.
drills, they stupid as fuck.
And
Yeah.
Really, the front office should.
I have 2 defensive badges now. That's it.
It's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Rise and fire. I mean, this is the mindset of Barnes. And you can see why with these results.
Here's Big Daddy. Dallas again missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Second shot opportunity. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
He's got the smarts to take advantage of over-aggressive defense. I mean, Bagley doing work inside to earn a trip to the line.
And still a ton of upside for Marvin Bagley. Talk about what you see.
But yeah, I see an agile, quick player off of the floor. I mean, we know he can play in the paint. I'm just interested in seeing how well he starts to stretch the game and become a 3-level scorer.
Big Daddy. And that time, also a missed shot.
And close to making the defense pay.
Got the timing on that step back fade.
And they take the lead.
This is the attitude Parker plays with, someone who's very willing to give it up to his open guys.
And the Mavericks
That's another thing I want to figure out in career.
Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Hey.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that,
almost beyond belief. I mean, even on a bad night, you think they'd at least be competitive.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Berea
Should be
comes
close to
in
89
for
now.
Dorian
Hell yeah.
Finney-Smith. Fox with it, out guarded by Porzingis.
I want to figure out that
and
timing on that
Fox gets
step
it
back
to go.
fade.
Well, I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
Porzingis trying to get free. No good from Big Daddy.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Well, just off his game, forcing a few shots. Not
I'm trying to force it. I don't have any badges. I can't force shit yet.
Boy, he is looking confident.
Are you passing it back to me? I didn't want it.
So far. Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Kept alive. Oh, that's blocked.
The concentration from Barnes on defense. He knows exactly
The team's just
when
too big.
to attack the shot.
And
what's up, I mean?
Oh, he's got a roll in this quarter, taking it on himself.
They're like twice the size of my.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Big Daddy, guarded by Fox. Here's Big Daddy. They get it back. Cauley-Stein. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Still on pro, but my badges could have more fun on Hall of Fame. I'm on pro right now just for the grinding badges too.
Their chances so far in this one.
And it's been an average year, really.
I don't have a good matchup with the Sacramento team just because they're such a big team. Yep.
That
Big
one
Daddy.
drops. He ties it up. So it's Sacramento. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
The noise didn't really seem to bother them.
Of course they can do it.
It appeared to make them sharper and play harder for each other.
On the court for Sacramento.
Yeah, most of mine that I make
are the 2 and the 3. Jabari Parker is out there with Bagley, and it's Fox in at the point guard position.
Well, how am I just stuck on him like that?
The putback,
Clipping in this game is horrible.
Cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not look
That's the other day in my career.
Just where he wanted to be to grab that.
Yeah, I wish it would put me on the starting lineup so I could actually play with Luka too, but it doesn't.
Outside, Fox. Barnes left side.
Shooting badges, I do 3 deep.
Bagley the pass to Barnes.
Yeah.
Another 3 for Sacramento.
His three-point game is
Started on my team. Nice. I haven't gotten there yet.
Third overall.
The pass
Not where I wanted it to go, but okay.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Count that one. The Sacramento
There we
Kings
go.
are cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Big Daddy.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting this mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
I thought go slow too. Yeah.
And just over 3
It's really
minutes
slow.
played here in the second quarter. On the wing, Heel. The 19-foot shot, and good. Got the English that time. Is it called?
I use Westbrook's free throw.
Heald's got 9 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Big Daddy. No good on the
This is
3.
the shot. So.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
The wide open look here for Fox. And there are the Kings with another
They, like,
bucket.
they can make everything.
So assertive off the catch. Fox knows when he has the green light to take fast shots.
Burke, the pass to Big Daddy. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Why?
Whistle every time down the floor. Not
My
even
team can't do
close
shit right
to
this
being
game.
an illegal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. Passes it to Barnes.
That's why I haven't called screen since I've been on Dallas. Like somehow they fuck it up
Puts
every
up a
time.
3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Big Daddy passes to Porzingis. Makes it off the glass.
Work.
Porzingis has got 4 this quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Fox. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. There's the feed to Bagley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fox. Misses the 3. Mavericks trail by 4.
And
They're late with every pass.
Natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
He's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that.
Understand, but yeah.
More amphibious. I'm just joking. More ambidextrous.
Exactly. I can't screen and take shots like I did in 20.
On the wing. And it's out of bounds.
But
they say it was last
yes.
touched by Bagley. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Wright comes in for Burke. Giles
yeah, that's what I did. I made
Sacramento.
mine. I upped the minutes in my career so I could get badges quicker.
Porzingis passes to Big Daddy.
Dude, like I feel like that turning the shot in general is slow.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
I'm on 7.
Right side, Fox. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Right against Hield. Inside. Got a hand on it.
I didn't even call a play that time and it don't work.
This quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
He leads and finds Bagley. Again,
See, this game is just a bad matchup for this team.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And some very quick points from him on that possession. Porzingis has got 6.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that
a few more games
he put up in the first quarter.
Fox dishes to Bagley. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
That's good from Bagley.
Yeah, well, not many players were sought after as much as Bagley when he was coming out of high school. I mean, just about every big-time college had him on their radar.
Play most of the game.
I'll
get there soon.
2 quarters as we reach out. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's harder to be a shooter and get there without shooting badges if you're not a shooting guard. Sucks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to... For Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Barea comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Big Daddy's subbed in for Burke. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Sacramento. The free throw drops for Bazemore. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that
I feel like I'm just getting pulled
and,
across.
You know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Porzingis is out there with Powell. And it's Big Daddy. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Barea in a 2-guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Nobody makes those shots right now.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Fox gets it to go.
Yeah, and a work in progress for sure. But the
Not
more
very balanced.
Fox
He's
tries
offensive
his
heavy
love
as a
from
point
there,
guard, or shooting heavy as a point guard.